Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are unfortunately covering the cancellation of the Dodge Hellcat models. They are still here for a few more years, but then they are no longer available from the factory and should become highly coveted vehicles in the future. So today I want to take a look at a bit of a recap of how we got to this point, including previous comments and electrification hints from Dodge CEO Tim Kuniskis, and lead up to his comments several days ago in an interview that confirms the cancellation of the Hellcats. So let's get right into it. So first off, a quick overview of the Hellcat. In 2015, Chrysler unveiled their new high-performance Hemi engine, which they named the Hellcat, after the Grumman F6F Hellcat fighter aircraft of World War II. This engine has a displacement of 6.2 liters, with a 2.4-liter supercharger making 11.6 pounds of boost, and a compression ratio of 9.5 to 1, helping the Hemi to have an output of 707 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque when it came out. It was the most powerful production engine ever in a muscle car, until Dodge would beat their own record with the 2018 Demon. Dodge then improved the engine with the Red Eye, first a 2019 Challenger and then a 2021 Charger, with an improvement of 90 horsepower and 57 pound-feet of torque, up to 797 horsepower and 707 pound-feet of torque. Also in 2017, Mopar began selling it as a crate engine known as the Hellcrate. Chrysler has ended up sticking this Hellcat engine under the hood of not only the 2015 to present Charger and Challenger, but also the 2018 to 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, 2021 Dodge Durango, and 2021 to present Ram 1500 TRX. So now let's look at some prior comments from Dodge CEO Tim Kuniskis. In early 2021, I made a video about the Hemi and Hellcat's days being numbered, but I didn't expect these models to go so soon. In an older interview from 2020, Kuniskis said, quote, "We're very interested in electrification, specifically for performance. I think it is absolutely the future of performance, and it's what's going to enable performance to exist amid regulations." End quote. So this first quote gave us the idea that Dodge and SRT want to push their way into electric territory. Then in an early 2021 CNBC interview, he ripped off the band-aid by saying, quote, "The days of an iron block supercharged 6.2-liter V8 are numbered. They're absolutely numbered because of all the compliance costs. But the performance that those vehicles generate is not numbered." End quote. So with those compliance costs, he was referring to regulations such as the Corporate Average Fuel Economy, or CAF in the United States, where vehicles across a specific brand's lineup must reach a certain threshold each year with respect to miles per gallon. More on that in a little bit. Now we can fast forward to July 8th, 2021, which was the electric vehicle day for Stellantis. Kuniskis spoke about American emuscle and the fact that Dodge wants to use electrification to enhance performance. Dodge still wants to continuously improve the Hemi output and power plant with more and more horsepower, because every gain in horsepower has resulted in a gain in market share for the brand. Kuniskis claimed that the Dodge engineers have reached a practical limit of the performance that they can achieve from the internal combustion engines, and they know that the electric motors can give them more. So Dodge views EVs as a natural evolution of the muscle car, and this evolution can provide more horsepower, more performance, and a better driving experience. During that electric vehicle day, Kuniskis went on to show a bit of a teaser of a concept vehicle with a light-up version of the Fratzog emblem, which was used by the Dodge division from 1962 through 1976. That logo will probably be featured on the next gen of the Charger and Challenger vehicles. Back to the teaser, the vehicle also did what looks like a four-wheel burnout instead of just two. Now we can look ahead to the Dodge Hellcats being cancelled. So Dodge's future is more transparent after Tim Kuniskis did an interview at the end of the 2021 Los Angeles Auto Show with Motor Authority. So that's where these comments are from. Regarding Hellcat models, Kuniskis confirmed to Motor Authority, quote, "I will have this car, this platform, this powertrain as we know it, through the end of 23. There's 2 more years to buy a Hellcat, then it's history." End quote. So that means that the Hellcats go on sale as a 2022 and 2023 model, and then you will have to resort to buying them used and not new from the factory. The same thing happened for the 2021 Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat, which got a limited production run of 3,000 units for the 1 year before getting discontinued. Dodge also confirmed this, saying, quote, "The Hellcat powertrain as we know it will be built through the 2023 calendar year. In 2024, we're moving on. The new Dodge cars will be electrified." End quote. So why is this happening right now? Well, the major reason for this is that while the engine would still meet emissions regulations, Dodge would have to pay lots of money to comply with emissions fines, as the Hellcats are rated for 13 mpg city and around 21 to 22 mpg highway. I'm not going to get into specific CAF requirements, but I will post some charts on screen so you can have a look at those, and those show you the specific target curves in miles per gallon. There's different numbers for cars and trucks and that sort of thing, but the numbers are rising each year, making it harder and harder to be compliant. Kuniskis also echoed this sentiment, saying, quote, "You can still meet emissions with these cars, but you're going to have to pay a lot of compliance fines," end quote. So it sounds like this was the line in the sand for Dodge, unable to continue producing these vehicles despite everything the Hellcat name has done to help carry and lift the Charger and Challenger to new heights. So, starting in 2024, Dodge is moving on from the Hellcat era with new platforms, new cars, and electrification. We will learn a lot more about this through the 24 months of muscle idea from Dodge, which is essentially a roadmap to 2024. I'll cover this a lot more in depth in the future, but this is part of Dodge's Never Lift campaign, and that uses the 24 months of muscle kind of like an advent calendar, with different garage doors, and Dodge reveals something new every time they open one, either a new vehicle or an important announcement. They claim to be revealing something at a minimum of every 3 months, and we've already learned about the direct connection performance parts, jailbreak Hellcat models, power brokers, and a giveaway. So that leaves 22 more doors to open. What we do know is that the final door on the calendar will be the electric Dodge muscle car, set to launch in 2024 after the Hellcats are finished. We also know that Dodge will show off the concept version of that 2024 electric muscle car sometime in the first quarter of 2022. Kuniskis says that 2022 concept will be a full working model that's capable of high performance driving, and we will learn all about the specs and technology of the vehicle, according to Kuniskis. Dodge will also introduce a plug-in hybrid vehicle in 2022. And there will be a third big reveal within the next year, but Kuniskis only says, quote, "You're going to be excited about it," end quote, and doesn't reveal any further details. The final comments from the Dodge CEO included bashing any rumors that the Chrysler Pacifica will get a Hellcat, and also denying that the motor would find its way into a Jeep Wrangler, as the 392 is more than enough. So just to close the video out, for those V8 and Mopar enthusiasts like myself, there is a bit of a silver lining, and Kuniskis made sure to stress that shifting away from these Hellcats does not mean that Dodge will lose its performance. He has talked about 1972 being the beginning of the end of the golden age of muscle cars, going away for various reasons, including emission standards. History seems to be repeating itself a little bit, and almost the same thing is happening now, but with this new electric technology, we can still have these powerful high-performance cars, and they simply won't disappear like they did in the past, they'll just change. So, at the end of the day, Kuniskis sees this electric technology simply as the next wave of performance. It's totally unavoidable as the world changes and governments turn their focus to emissions, but it's also part of the next evolution and could unlock the next step of high performance. Of course, at this point, it's really hard to imagine dropping the Hemi and the Hellcats and being forced into electrics, and I really do hope at least one Hemi can survive and still be offered in the upcoming years. Again though, that silver lining is that with the electrification, we won't see muscle cars and power die out like in the 1970s, with the electric technology coming in as the next wave of performance. Again, the one silver lining though is that with the electrification, we won't see muscle cars and power die out like in the 1970s. So that's the end of this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the content despite the fact that it was a bit of a gut punch for most Mopar and Dodge enthusiasts who love these vehicles and dream of owning one. What do you guys make of all this? I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments down below. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for all your Mopar content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.